this video, we dive into how tech giant Elon Musk is challenging the current global political order with his strong political views and actions, from advocating for free markets and criticizing government intervention to actively engaging in political debates worldwide. Musk's influence extends beyond the tech industry and into the political arenas of various countries. This video will be presented with both English and Chinese subtitles to help viewers understand the motivations and impact behind his actions. Welcome to BlackRock Hong Kongers, your go-to channel for in-depth discussions on international politics and global crises. Stay tuned as we uncover the truths behind the headlines. Like, share, and subscribe to join our community of critical thinkers. At the intersection of global politics and economics, Elon Musk is undoubtedly one of the most controversial figures. This tech magnate has not only transformed the face of transportation, energy, and space exploration, but has also used his powerful voice to challenge the current political order of the world. His statements and actions have sparked major reactions from the UK to Germany, the US, and India. As a highly influential entrepreneur, Musk has never shied away from speaking out, pointing out the flaws in government policies, especially his strong dissatisfaction with excessive government intervention and conservative regimes, making him a focal point of global political controversy. However, this is not merely dissatisfaction with the status quo. His actions seem more like a carefully planned revolution, a global movement led by entrepreneurs aimed at deconstructing the existing system. As a leader focused on technology and innovation, Musk is not only advancing the future development of the world, but also reshaping the global political landscape. In this ongoing storm, is Musk speaking up for the free market, or is he paving the way for his own business interests? Every word he speaks and every move he makes is a challenge to the current world order. As he becomes more deeply involved in the political maelstrom, we can't help but ask, is Musk's involvement excessive interference, or is it an inevitable revolution? Musk's actions, as a tech giant, are not simply surface-level rebuttals or criticisms. Every statement, every action, often carries deeper motivations and ideas, reflecting his doubts about the current world order and the role of government. From the UK to Germany, his criticisms always target the heart of the issue, exposing the vulnerabilities of global politics and society while sketching out his vision for the future world. In the UK, Musk criticised Keir Starmer, particularly concerning accusations related to child sexual abuse. This was not just a moral controversy, but also reflected his strong dissatisfaction with the policies of the UK Labour Party. The social welfare policies, stricter regulations, and increased government intervention promoted by the Labour Party conflicted with Musk's advocacy for market freedom and opposition to excessive government intervention. Musk's criticisms are not limited to specific social issues, but are aimed at the overall social structure. He believes that excessive social intervention and welfare systems suppress innovation and market vitality, weakening entrepreneurship and economic momentum. Through his criticism of specific issues, he attempts to highlight the deep contradictions in the UK's political and economic structures, challenging the political status quo and encouraging the public to rethink the system. In Germany, Musk's support for the Alternative for Germany AfD party caused political shockwaves. His main criticism was of Chancellor Olaf Scholz's government, which he argued overemphasized environmental policies while neglecting support for the traditional energy sector, resulting in rising energy prices that have caused difficulties for businesses and the public. Although he did not fully support AfD's far-right stance, he referred to the party as the last hope, leading some to believe that he supported far-right positions. Musk's focus was on the German government's energy policies, believing that the rapid transition to renewable energy could harm the global supply chain, business competitiveness, and innovation capacity. His stance reflects a profound understanding of the global economic situation. As a tech leader, Musk uses the X platform to publish criticisms of various governments and policies, gathering public opinion through polls. His statements quickly spread worldwide, and the X platform breaks through national and language barriers, influencing local political affairs, marking a new era of entrepreneurs leading political revolutions in the digital age, redefining the boundaries of traditional political operations. Musk's statements, whether in the UK or Germany, are not merely domestic political issues. His views actually reflect a deeper global perspective. From Musk's point of view, modern governments' excessive interference in the market and restriction of business freedom often severely hinder economic growth and innovation. His ideas are rooted in a worldview driven by free markets and innovation, and he seeks to promote this worldview globally. At the same time, Musk's criticisms also reflect his deep dissatisfaction with the inequality and undemocratic phenomena within the global political system, especially within the European Union. His criticisms of the European Commission stem from concerns about the transparency and democratic processes of decision-making in one of the world's most powerful economic bodies. Musk believes that such a large political institution would listen more to the voices of ordinary citizens and the business community, rather than being solely dominated by a small group of elites. These voices represent his desire for a more open, transparent, and free market world, and reveal his firm belief in globalization and economic freedom. Musk is not only a critic on the international stage, but also actively supports leaders and political parties that align with his own ideas. These acts of support reflect his profound understanding of the global political landscape, economic development, and market freedom. From the United States to Canada and to India, Musk's support is not merely based on personal favoritism, but on strategic choices for the future of the world. In the United States, Musk's support focuses on Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who advocates for reducing government intervention and lowering corporate taxes, aligning closely with Musk's free market ideology. Musk opposes excessive government intervention and stringent regulations on businesses, and has criticized the increasing regulatory oversight of tech companies by the federal government. DeSantis's policies, including tax cuts, reducing administrative intervention, and pushing for economic reforms, align with Musk's advocacy for a free markets and innovation-driven ideals. Musk believes that governments should focus on fostering innovation and market development, rather than excessively intervening in business operations. In addition, DeSantis's positions on education and social policies also align with Musk. DeSantis opposes excessive left-wing politics and radical social reforms, which has led Musk to further support him. Musk has publicly expressed concerns about the political environment in the United States, hoping to elect a leader who will focus on economic development and reduce social tensions. In Canada, Musk's support is directed at Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre. Poilievre advocates reducing government spending, lowering inflation, and promoting free market policies. These positions align closely with Musk's core ideology, particularly his strong support for reducing government intervention and promoting economic growth. Musk's support for Poilievre is undoubtedly closely related to the operational needs of his companies. Tesla and SpaceX, like other large tech companies, are highly sensitive to economic stability and government policies, particularly in terms of tax, regulation, and trade policies. Poilievre's proposed tax cuts and deregulation of large corporations create a favorable policy environment for global entrepreneurs like Musk. Within this policy framework, large tech companies can more easily innovate, reduce administrative burdens, and invest more resources in technological development and expansion. However, Poilievre's economic reforms have also sparked controversy. Supporters argue that such policies could bring fiscal stability and promote economic growth, while opponents believe that excessive tax cuts could exacerbate social inequality and weaken public services. In this context, Musk's support has undoubtedly sparked widespread discussion in Canadian politics. Musk's support for Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a more clearly strategic move in both business and political terms. As one of the world's largest emerging markets, India's vast market potential is crucial for Musk's business expansion, particularly for Tesla. India is undoubtedly key to the future electric vehicle market, despite high import taxes in India, making it difficult for Tesla to enter the market directly. Modi's government reforms and liberalization policies have opened the door for Tesla. Modi's reform initiatives include tax cuts, attracting foreign investment, and opening up more market opportunities, all of which have profound implications for Musk's business plans. Musk has publicly expressed high praise for India and emphasized the country's potential in technological innovation, infrastructure development, and attracting foreign investment. With such policy support, Musk sees not only business opportunities, but also a massive platform to drive global technological innovation. Modi's economic policies emphasize infrastructure development, innovation, and attracting foreign investment, areas Musk values highly. Musk's support is not only for business cooperation, but also a recognition of India's economic growth and reforms under Modi's leadership. He has repeatedly stated his desire to invest in India and establish more factories, which would promote Tesla's global expansion and help India become a significant competitor in the global electric vehicle field. Musk's support is not limited to the interests of a single country or region. In fact, behind each of his acts of support is a reflection of his deep understanding of global economics, innovation, and market freedom. Among these leaders, Musk sees political and economic reforms that align with his ideas, reforms that can promote market competition, stimulate innovation, and drive technological advancement. His support shows that today's entrepreneurs are not just business leaders, but key participants in global political and economic transformation. Musk's ideals are not confined to the economy of any single region or country. His focus is on the openness and freedom of global markets, which allows him to actively shape the future economic landscape on the world stage. Elon Musk's actions, whether in criticism or support, have sparked strong reactions worldwide. As an entrepreneur with immense social media influence, his words and actions not only challenge traditional political structures, but also encourage global leaders to reconsider the boundaries between business and politics. Musk's support for Germany's far-right political party, the Alternative for Germany AfD, is undoubtedly a major political signal. In Germany, AfD is strongly opposed to green energy policies and immigration policies. Musk's support is seen as an endorsement of these stances, despite his emphasis that his support for AfD is not based on a full political stance, but rather a protest against the German government's climate policies. In the German political sphere, especially among supporters of the Social Democrats and the Green Party, his statement has been criticized for exacerbating extreme political sentiments and helping alt-rights. This comment has been seen as a direct threat to Germany's political stability, with some scholars even suggesting that it could provide AfD with more legitimacy, expanding their influence in elections. However, Musk's support is not entirely without foundation. In Musk's view, the German government's over-reliance on radical carbon reduction policies and the rapid phase-out of traditional energy sources could cause long-term economic damage, particularly for small and medium-sized businesses and the working class. This is one of the key reasons why AfD attracts voters. Musk has also warned that a rapid energy transition could lead to a global economic crisis, and that the contradiction between technological innovation and real-world needs could trigger significant social and economic turmoil. Therefore, his support, to some extent, reflects dissatisfaction with current policies. Whether this support should be viewed as a call for reform, or as an endorsement of political extremism, remains a matter worth considering. In the UK, Musk's statement sparked another political storm. His criticism of British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, particularly regarding accusations related to child sexual abuse, shocked both the British political scene and the public. Although Musk later mocked the issue via a poll, his comments revealed his fundamental rejection of the Labour Party's policies. Musk supporters believe his criticism stems from dissatisfaction with the Labour Party's overreach in social welfare policies, which contradicts his advocacy for market freedom. However, critics argue that Musk's use of language is often insensitive to local sentiment, too direct and aggressive. This kind of behaviour can be easily misunderstood as a challenge to British democracy. Musk's actions not only deepen social divisions in the UK, but may also fuel more political opposition and erode trust in the current government among certain voter groups. With the influence of social media, these comments reverberated far beyond local borders, spreading a sense of discontent with the UK's political system. Musk's influence has long since extended beyond countries like Germany and the UK. As one of the most influential tech leaders in the world, his words are rapidly amplified by international media, sparking lively global discussions. Whether in support or opposition, Musk's voice undeniably prompts more people to pay attention to the connection between politics and the business world, taking this debate to deeper levels of reflection. Global media reactions often lean toward his personal ideologies, but there are also many who question whether his transnational political involvement improperly influences national sovereignty and public choice. As a tech giant with global influence, like Elon Musk actively engages in politics, the debate surrounding whether entrepreneurs are overstepping their bounds has intensified. His actions not only challenge existing political boundaries, but also provoke deep reflection on the responsibilities and roles of businesses in public affairs. Supporters of Musk often emphasize that entrepreneurs, within the framework of free speech, should have the right to express their political views, especially when current government policies fail to meet market demands and even harm economic development. From this perspective, Musk's actions reflect his strong discontent with bureaucratic overreach and excessive intervention within the political system, and he hopes to push for a more open, free political environment. Similar to his criticism of the European Commission, he argues that the EU's decision-making process is decentralized and undemocratic, a stance some commentators see as a call for global reform and transparency. However, critics strongly argue that Musk is overstepping by intervening in political processes. His transnational commentary, whether supporting AfD in Germany or conservative parties in the US and Canada, raises concerns about whether entrepreneurs should have such substantial political influence. Some experts point out that Musk's actions, in certain cases, have the characteristics of political manipulation, especially when his statements might directly influence election outcomes or steer policies. This undoubtedly poses a challenge to the operation of democratic systems. Musk's influence extends far beyond the business realm. His political discourse on a global scale has led to his being seen as a new era empire builder, one who changes the rules of the game. From a business perspective, his actions help shape a future world driven by technology and innovation. But from a political standpoint, they have sparked a debate about how businesses should positively influence global public affairs. Should corporate giants bear more social responsibility on a larger scale? Should more regulations be put in place to govern the relationship between business and politics to prevent entrepreneurs from misusing their resources and influence? As the influence of entrepreneurs like Musk continues to grow, nations around the world may increase regulation on political participation by business leaders. Perhaps, in the future, more countries will implement policies to limit or regulate the political involvement of entrepreneurs to prevent corporate interests from unduly influencing national policies, thus preserving the independence of democracy and elections. However, such regulation faces challenges in balancing free speech, corporate innovation, and national sovereignty, making it a significant issue in future policy development. Elon Musk is undoubtedly one of the foremost figures in the contemporary fields of technology and innovation. His achievements in advancing technological breakthroughs, exploring space, and reshaping transportation have made him a modern-day genius. However, as he becomes more involved in the political arena, we must remain observant and let time determine how his influence will develop. In this digital age, Musk's social media platforms and global business influence have already made him a political force that cannot be ignored. However, whether this influence will promote greater social progress or challenge existing democratic mechanisms remains to be seen. In the future, the world may focus more on how to balance the role of entrepreneurs in politics, ensuring the stability of society and the development of democracy. But no matter what, Musk's name will forever be closely associated with technological innovation and the transformation of global political landscapes, making him a historical figure worth reflecting upon. In this context, we must ask ourselves, do you believe Musk's participation is overstepping, or is he casting a vote of trust for himself? Alternatively, what is your assessment of his actions in the political realm? Let's think together and look forward to a clearer answer in the future. Thank you for watching BlackBlock Hong Kong's Global Insight Network. Like, share, and subscribe for in-depth analyses on international politics and critical issues. Explore these videos next and join the conversation for a more insightful world.